Hi, I'm Andrew Schimmel, senior producer at Snowman, and I've been working on Skate City for the past few years.
All right, so I'm going to start off with the very simple question. What exactly is Skate City?
So, Skate City is a new indie game that aims to capture the heart and soul of street skating and bring skateboarding back into the light in a more authentic way.
Nice, awesome. I finally got my hands on Skate City today, and I got to say, I've picked it up, and within the first few seconds, I was busting out crazy ass tricks. This seems like it's just very pick up and play, which I think is essential, especially for a mobile game.
Yeah, you picked it up really. It was pretty impressive. So ever since we started developing with the game with our partners, agents in Norway, we wanted to focus on bringing a skate game that was a little bit more accessible and opens the doors to the sport to a wider audience. So we wanted anyone, regardless of skill, whether you're a skater or avid gamer, to be able to pick up this game and really pull off beautiful tricks right from the bat and kind of feel that excitement in what's available, but also offer the depth that more experienced gamers will really latch onto and really dive into and see what's available in the game.
Yeah, there's a whole history of skating games, ranging from stuff like Skate or Die back in the day to the modern Tony Hawk games to the Skate franchise, did you guys pull influences from a lot of those places, and how do you kind of reel that in and make it work in a touchscreen environment?
Yeah, we're super proud of the influences we have taken from games like Tony Hawk and Skate, the Skate series rather. With Skate City, we wanted it to be a really authentic experience, so we focused on really realistic tricks, and a ton of effort has gone into the animations and making everything really believable. So it's a little bit closer to sort of that side of the franchise and that kind of battle between the old Skate series, if you are familiar with those titles. But we also wanted to bring a great depth in the combo system that we have in game, and that you can kind of see some DNA sort of inspired from Tony Hawk. So we use the touchscreen in a 4-quadrant system that's novel, and you swipe on either side of the screen to pull off tricks, and then you can tap or press on any one of the 4 quadrants contextually based on what you're doing to do things like spins and different kinds of special grinds, and even connect all those tricks with manuals. So that allows you to move through the cities and connect features in a new way as you kind of get better and improve your stats and improve your skills.
Nice. Now, I gotta say, there's a really chill vibe to this game. I was just playing free mode. I imagine if I was trying to really focus in on some of the tasks that are available within game, it might get a little more intense. But just being able to kind of pick up and go for a skate, it gives you that vibe that you're just going and skating through a park in LA on during a sunset, and you got your lo-fi chill beats going on.
Yeah, that was a really a center point of the philosophy behind the game, was to offer a meditative experience for those people that want to just relax and sort of explore their own creativity and play around in the game with no score requirements or time limits. And that can often be a feeling when you're skateboarding in the city. You're just kind of cruising around and enjoying yourself and being lost in the moment. But we also wanted to have that sort of escalating skill tree where you have to get better and better, and you can really feel that sense of accomplishment as you move and progress through the game, which we offer through our challenge mode.
Nice. Can we talk a little bit about challenge mode and some of the different things that folks will do?
Yeah. So in Endless Skate, you can skate as much as you want, anytime you want, any way you want. But in the challenges, we offer tiny bite-sized segments of the city where we'll challenge you in different ways. So sometimes you'll be racing against other skaters and trying to pull off certain kind of tricks during that race. You'll also be trying to topple high scores. Sometimes security guards might pop out of nowhere and chase you. You'll have to escape from them or find yourself at the end of a run. Pedestrians will come out of the city. The cities are all living and breathing, and they're all based off real-world skate locations. So you might recognize some spots from some famous skate videos if you're sort of a diehard fan. And yeah, we challenge you in as many ways as you can be challenged in the game, and we're pretty proud of the depth that's available here.
That's awesome. Now, this was originally being developed by some folks in Norway. Yeah. So how do you guys connect with the dev team and kind of make this thing a cohesive game? How did you guys end up collaborating?
Yeah, so the original concept designer, Daniel Zeller, worked at Agents and reached out to us with some questions about a game that we had launched previously called Alto's Adventure. And we kind of got to talking, and he was a skater when he grew up and wanted to go pro, and then due to some injuries, he kind of couldn't kind of continue on that path, so he became a developer and wanted to capture sort of the feeling and the identity of street skating and, you know, provide that experience to other players that wanted to see what that was like and hopefully have them resonate with it. So as skaters ourselves growing up, we really sort of connected with him on those things, and we started talking about the game and working together and giving a little bit of advice, and the partnership was really natural and fluid, so it just kind of started making sense for us to sort of get together and work on some of the marketing and help them promote the game and sort of shape it into the state it is today where we launched the game.
That's awesome. Now, you mentioned that you're all avid skaters. What are some of the ways that being a skater like directly affected the development of Skate City?
Yeah, it was essential to getting the feel right and sort of how the skaters express their tricks. Daniel did a great job at capturing the animations. A ton of work went into that to get each trick looking correctly and make sure the board flips in the correct way, so you have that realism and it feels grounded in real life, just in similar to skateboarding. And then, yeah, so the available tricks are like identical to what's available in like real life. There's a great degree of complexity there that you can explore. But we also wanted to do sort of a stylish take on skateboarding. So a lot of the scenes in the game are sort of moody and like washed out, and it kind of goes in tow with the soundtrack that you mentioned, where it's like a lo-fi, chill take on things to make sure it's like all works together cohesively really well.
Nice, kind of stop the tension from getting too intense, so to speak.
Yeah, like we're not usually like, some games are really good at being frustrating and like driving you to try one more time. But we want every play session to feel like relaxing and rewarding. That being said, it's not like super easy. Like you're not gonna beat this in like one day and fly through it. But if you just want to chill out and like have that meditative experience, then it's there for you too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, like frustration I think is part of the skater experience though, because like it's, you know, especially when you're trying to just land that one trick and you're spending all that time in that one spot trying to do it over and over, but then when you finally nail it, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, that sense of accomplishment is huge in skateboarding, right? Like you take such a toll on your body before you get to a position where you feel it do exactly what you're trying to do and land it, and it's like such an awesome feeling. So we wanted to make sure we captured some of that in the game, and we actually have a recording feature that you can use to activate at any point in time in Endless Skate, where you can zoom in on your character, you can activate a fisheye lens and change the perspective and get a little closer to the action like you would with a follow cam with like a friend in a real life skate session. And you can session a feature over and over again and get exactly the trick you want and exactly like the angle and the lighting that you want. And then you can share that online instantly. You can save it to your device for editing later, just like a skate park. Or you can sell it to our in-game skate sponsors and see if you get credit for it.
That's awesome. Now, Skate City is out now and people can pick it up, right?
Yes, yeah, we launched in September of the launch of Apple Arcade. And we're working on some new content actually right now that's gonna.
Okay, let's talk about what some of the new content folks can look forward to. Can you talk about any of it yet?
Yeah, we can give you a little bit of info on that. So right now we're hard at work working on a new mode that is going to be applied to all the cities, and it's going to present the cities in a new way that sort of feels fresh every time you play it. It's going to be launched with, you know, over 100 challenges when it comes out, and we're going to be able to continue to add new content in the future as the service grows and as new people come to the game, as familiar people come back to the game. You always have something new and fresh to get your hands on and test yourself with. We're also adding a ton of new music, new customizable content for the skate shop to kind of customize yourself with, and even a brand new level that we're really excited about, which when we do announce the identity, we think is going to be a big hit with the fans.
That's awesome. You probably can't drop a little hint about what city, huh?
I want to make that a really big announcement so that we have to wait till the right time where we can show off more and show you what that's going to look like and what it's going to feel like.
All right, awesome. So if folks want to get their hands on Skate City now, where can they pick it up?
Apple Arcade. You can sign up for a free month trial and you can get access to Skate City and over 100 other games.